Hey, buddy. Thanks for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. Out here with the 7 off of Hammer and Moo. They were all in the house when I got home, and I drug them out and made them come out. I was in there with them for a little bit, and they've ate some more food, and they need to get out of that house and come out and play and eat and do all that. Hear them whining, crying. One of the things I wanted to talk about is, lately I've seen it quite a bit on social media about breeding towards the breed standard, and if your dogs aren't up to the breed standard, and this and that on a breed standard. And even though I show dogs in the ADBA, we do not breed towards the ADBA standard. I know some people do. I have friends that do. Hey, Melvin, he hasn't been on for a while, but we don't. That's not our. I show it, and people go, boy. People may not believe it or what. It don't matter to me. We're not. The American Pit Bull Terrier, in its original form, didn't give one flying. You know what comes next about any sort of breed standard. They were bred based on attitude and heart. What separates this breed from any other breed of dog? It's gameness. What separates... I hear you, girlfriend. That's what separates it. That's what makes the American Pit Bull Terrier unique, is gameness. We're not breeding for the right angulation and all that. People, I go to dog shows, and I'll be the first one to admit I don't have a clue what one of these dogs is supposed to look like. I had a judge tell me Goji up there was the best looking dog that I've ever brought to the shows. I've been going 8 years, 9 years, 10 years to these dog shows. Melvin, people marvel at the shape he's in and that he's a good looking dog. And he's close to being a champion. Hopefully this coming year he'll become one. But, if you ask me, Steiny up there might be the best looking dog we have. And I don't even know if he's conformationally correct. I know people that they like to have the dogs that look a certain way, and the lean. I know where bully people get your dog looks like a reindeer from, and it's from the show ring, because you go in there and boy, and this is no dig on anybody, this is just my observation. You go to the conformation show, and there are a lot of petite dogs. And I guess that's what the conformation standard is about. And it's again, not a dig, and not, them dogs are beautiful looking animals. I know not long ago it was a big thing about show bred and combat bred and athletic event bred and weight pull bred and all that stuff. And I understand that. And maybe there really ought to be classifications within the American Pit Bull Terrier. I know they got the working pit bull, something the ADBA created. I don't have to agree with it for it to be there. in my opinion, they're still mutts. Even, you know, greed has caused the breed to be recognized, just like the Am Bully. And, you know, in some forums, oh, I'd be called a hater and this and that. You know, we got an Am Bully out there and another one out there. So, you know, one really right there, can't see her, she's in her house. But that's what, you know, we've got them and they're mutts. I don't know any other way to put it. That doesn't mean that I dislike Fiona or Alita or Gubba. You know what I mean? We've got the Great Dane in there, Jane. JL got another mutt. It's a Frenchton. No matter what kind of funky name you want to put on it, it's still a mutt. It's a mixed breed. And you know, some people will say, oh, your dogs are mixed breeds. Well, okay, I kind of see your point, but nah, they're not. They just weren't bred like some dogs were bred. Rottweilers look the same. Pinschers look the same. Shepherds look the same. These dogs weren't bred. They were bred and came about purely on work. Look at little Reggie out there playing. He's such a good pup. Such a good pup. But the, you know, it doesn't have to, no male, no male. It doesn't have to, and it shouldn't come down to are you breeding towards a conformation standard. You know, John P. Colby, even though he knew, and he's been quoted, and I've seen the quote before, and I'm going to paraphrase it, that breeding towards a conformation standard will be the death of a working dog breed. And we've seen it. History has shown us it with the Bull Terriers, with the Mastiffs, Neapolitan Mastiffs, with the St. Bernards, with the German Shepherds, with the Rottweilers. We see the transformation of what is looked at as being a good dog. Go down and say hey to Reggie. But the that's not the to me, that's not the ticket. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, it chafes my ass sometimes with some of these people. And I get it. I was like that too. And you know, until you get a better understanding, good boy, Reggie, of what these dogs are about, good boy, that you'll never understand. Some people will never get it. And you know what I mean? They want to, if you want to breed towards a conformation standard, by all means do it. But don't think that because Rocky doesn't look like that, or Gus doesn't look like that, or Marie doesn't fit that. You know, our friend just placed with a bigger dog, won a couple shows and went down and rocked at the Cajun Classic, and you know, with a bigger dog. And you know, a judge told him at one point in time his dog was obese, and then at another point in time that his dog was a pound overweight. But John is just extremely dedicated with what he does. So there's no doubt that the work that him and his dog put in are what got him and got them their first place, their best in shows, their all that. You know, and you know, if you go to a dog show, any registry, bring a dog and show it, and get in there and let your dog have fun. You know, it's we do the ADBA. It's $20 to show your dog each show. If it's a local event, you come on Saturday, it's $40. You show your dog twice. There's a couple fun classes you probably can get in, and your dog will have an excellent time. You know, and you will as well. Win, place, or show, you'll have a fun time at it. You'll meet all sorts of people from all over the country, and for the most part, they're exceptional people who are willing to help you with anything that you may think you need help with. And that's the way it should be. Some of them are more serious than others. You know, we go to a show, it does not matter to me if we bring home a ribbon or not. It's nice to win. It's nice to have your dog recognized as one of the top dogs in its class there, or one of the top dogs overall that are at that show. You know, at Nationals, one of the top dogs in the country. World Nationals, it was one of the top dogs in the world. And you do, them things are great, but if I'm going to go back to the Colby quote, and if you're breeding for that conformation standard, congratulations. You're part of the Roo Nation of the American Pit Bull Terrier. You've allowed the animal rights, HUSIS, all them people to win. And boy, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to let them win. I'm not going to breed towards that standard. I'm going to breed towards attitude, heart, ability every time. I just got a call from Rudy, Bad Rudy Machines, Lure Course Machines, and our machine's done. We're going to pick it up in Poplarville. That's our next show, Poplarville, Mississippi. If you're from down that way, come on out, see us. It's always a good time. There'll be old-time dog men from around the country there. And it's the next spot for us. There'll be some great dogs there. You can talk to some people about their dogs and get your own opinion formed on what you're seeing. There'll be dogs there that you'll look at and be like, wow. The shape that they'll be in, it's the northern dogs will be at a disadvantage because of the cool weather. We're probably going to bring Melvin in and start him about the first of the year, start him exercising and put him in a crate and monitor him pretty good there. And then the rest that we take will be puppies and winter weight dogs. We just don't have the ability to exercise and bring in and keep the dogs in a safe health, safe weight for the winter. Because despite the mildness so far, it's coming where we'll get, it'll be in the, for us, it's the single digits to the low teens for highs, and it's coming. At that point in time, we'll have to bring pups in and the whole deal. The dynamic will change a little bit because of, maybe even Gubba. She's 9 years old. She might have to come in. We'll see. It's, part of that do what you can deal thing. But I'm going to get off here. I've talked longer than I wanted to. I just wanted to give my take on that, what you should be striving for with a breeding program. And make no mistake about it, we got into these dogs because we wanted to be breeders. We wanted to breed the best animals that we possibly could. And with this breed, it's not, again, all my opinion, it's that conformation ring is not where the best American Pit Bull Terriers are. It's where the best conformationally correct American Pit Bull Terriers are. Big, big, big difference. But again, thanks for subscribing, liking, sharing. We appreciate it. There's Lily. Look at her before we go. She's not digging the kennel, but she's a good girl. A month out with her. If you ask me, I'd say she took. I know, good girl. I know, I'll bring you back a milk bone or two. I will. I'll bring you back a treat. But anyway, you all have a great evening.